morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, my friends. God's blessings upon you. Let's praise the Lord together, my friends. We have all awakened in God's shelter. Now we've come to praise His name together. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good, my friend. My friend. Sing Hosanna. Hosanna. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Alaba Yaba Alaba. In the sanctuary of our Lord's protection and the stronghold of our Lord's defense. With His love, our spirits are illumined as we glorify His name. Our hearts are blessed. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, my friend. My friend. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, my friends. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Ooh, good morning, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone doing? Hello, everyone there in the Zoom room. You know what? I did something a couple of weeks ago, and I liked it. We had the people in the Zoom room kind of unmute themselves for a moment. Were you here when we did that?
No.
Because you weren't here. That's why
I
we did it.
wasn't
That's
here.
right. Daryl kind of, no, we can't. Howdy, folks in the Zoom room. Who's in the Zoom room? We can't see you. So if you could kind of unmute yourselves, I think it's few enough so it won't take too much time.
Aloha, how you doing?
Aloha.
Good
Hey there,
morning,
Terry. How
Terry.
are you?
I'm all right.
Anyone else there? No one else is in the Zoom room.
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, hey there.
Hey.
How's it going,
Hi,
Andy?
Andy.
I knew there was someone else, but I was wondering, is anyone else going to unmute themselves? But how you doing? You good? I'll take that as a yes.
Yes.
I don't know if anyone else wants to unmute themselves. But anyway, maybe they will, maybe they won't. But good morning to everyone out there in our Facebook stream as well. I can't see if anyone is there. Wait a minute, I do see someone. That looks like, I don't know. It's too far away. It looks like, you see, I'm not even gonna. How you doing? Whoever you are, and we've got a few people here, a couple of people here in our right here in the room with us. We've got Laura here. Hello, Laura. How you doing?
Excuse me.
And Laura, I have a question to ask you.
Lori.
Laura is in our local choir here, and sometimes I say Laura, sometimes I say Lori. Is it Laura?
It's Lori.
See? I asked Nene, and she said it's Laura, and I said that doesn't feel right. So yes, I just threw Nene under the bus. Morning, Mike. How are you? You good? Great. We're glad you're here. How you doing today, Daryl?
I'm well,
You
thank
good?
you. And
Excellent.
you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. How you doing over there, Jeremiah?
He's
Okay.
good.
Big
Thumbs
thumbs
up.
up from Jeremiah. Big thumbs up from Jeremiah. So we're going to go ahead and get started. And Daryl, would you please share a prayer for us?
Sure. O thou compassionate Lord, thou who art generous and able, we are servants of thine, sheltered beneath thy providence. Cast thy glance of favor upon us. Give light to our eyes, hearing to our ears, and understanding and love to our hearts. Render our souls joyous and happy through thy glad tidings. O Lord, point out to us the pathway of thy kingdom and resuscitate all of us through the breaths of the Holy Spirit. Bestow upon us life everlasting and confer upon us never ending honor. Unify mankind and illumine the world of humanity. May we all follow thy pathway, long for thy good pleasure, and seek the mysteries of thy kingdom. O God, unite us and connect our hearts with thy indissoluble bond. Verily, thou art the giver, thou art the kind one, and thou art the Almighty. Abdul Baha.
Thank you, Daryl. Well, as you know, if you've been with us for the last, I don't know, so many weeks, how long have we been reading? I know, not just the four valleys, but the seven valleys and four valleys. How long have we been on that, on
Oh,
this book?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I don't keep track like that.
Daryl, you have to put these things down in the records, man. But we're in the four valleys now, and today we're actually starting on the fourth valley. And if you have this copy of the book, and yes, I am just holding the cover, I'd like to say I've read the cover off of my book. But actually, it's just that this this particular copy is very old. But yeah, we are in the four valleys, and for anyone who doesn't have access to a book, once again, we always share this at the end of our program, but you can get the full content on in various places. But one good place to go is Baha'i. No, that's not what I'm thinking.
Get
Oceanlibrary.org.
it, Ocean. Get it. www.baha'i.org.
Okay, but I was actually thinking Ocean. Is it
In the library. Yeah.
oceanlibrary.online.org?
There's Oceans
Dot
too.
com,
Ocean
oceanlibrary.com,
too.
and Oceans Library.
Ocean.
No
No
S,
S.
no S. Oceanlibrary.com, and or you can download the app on your own phone and have easy access to this content with Ocean 2.0. There's an app. You just go to the Play Store or whatever and get it. But today we're starting on the fourth valley. And as I always like to point out, I like to do a little background reading. And there seemed to be, of course, we had a book, a companion book, shall we say, a study book for the seven valleys. Hey there, Renee. How you doing? And good. We're glad you're here.
Good
Glad you're
morning.
here. And we don't have that for, at least haven't located the companion book for the four valleys, but we've covered the first three valleys. And I just want to do a quick little, okay, you've got the first valley, which is Maksud, means the intended one. The second valley, which is Mahmud or Mahmud, which is the praiseworthy one. The third valley, Majdub, which is the attracting one or attracting one. And the fourth valley is Mabub, which is the beloved one. And each of these seem to be a different way of developing a closer relationship with God. Okay. And that seems to be what Baha'u'llah is talking about. I say seems to be because, again, we don't have an absolute source that we can go to, but it seems to be. Um, the first is you can get closer to God through the observance of religious law. Just learning the laws of the religion that you follow and trying your best to adhere to those laws. A second one is approach through reason and intellect, through study, through trying to develop a deeper understanding of the writings and so forth. Approach through reason and intellect. The third is just surrender to the heart's love. And this comes from Sufi mystics, but just having that deep, deep, deep love for God that goes beyond reason, that goes beyond study. And the fourth is combining all the first three. Combining all the first three. Observing religious law, using your reason and intellect to the extent that you can, and surrendering with your heart to the love of God. We're just developing a deep, deep, deep love of God. And so today we're starting to read about the fourth valley. And one last thing I'll say, I know I'm belaboring this, but there was a scholar who wrote some things that I found, Muin Afnani, and he basically points out, he talks about, this is from Wilmette Institute faculty notes. I'm sorry, Iraj Amon, there we go, and Muin Afnani. But he points out that because the four valleys is written in such poetic language, that sometimes it's really hard to understand anyway, to the extent that we can. And this is one of the reasons that trying to have a deeper, a deeper understanding through study might even be necessary. Um, I mean, I'm the only one saying that. I have no authority whatsoever, but I think it's almost comforting when you get to something and it's absolutely beautiful, but it's hard to understand, to say, well, you know what? It's hard to understand for a lot of people, but we can keep trying. Daryl, I see it in your face. I know what you're thinking. You're going to shut up now? Okay. Yes, I am.
You read that, did you?
He was cringing.
The fourth valley. If the mystic knowers be of those who have reached to the beauty of the beloved one, Mabub, this station is the apex of consciousness and the secret of divine guidance. This is the center of the mystery. He doth what he willeth, ordaineth what he pleaseth.
Who is he?
He is capitalized here, so we're talking about God.
Mhm.
We are all the denizens of earth and heaven. Were all the denizens of earth and heaven to unravel this shining illusion, this darksome riddle, until the day when the trumpet soundeth, yet would they fail to comprehend even a letter thereof. For this is the station of God's immutable decree, his foreordained mystery. Hence, when searchers inquire of this, he made reply, this is the boundless sea which none shall ever fathom. And they asked again, and he answered, it is the blackest of nights, through which none can find his way.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there, Daryl. And I know I already
knew
went
that.
on and on and on about, okay, things we don't understand. I don't know. I don't mean to put you on the spot. Well, kind of.
But sure
But,
you do.
but well, maybe I should ask the question. Okay, okay. This station is the apex of consciousness and the secret of divine guidance. So we're, be of those who, if the mystic knowers, be of those who have reached to the beauty of the beloved one. This station, this fourth valley, is the apex of consciousness and the secret of divine guidance. So I guess you still have your wits about you, maybe?
Of course.
Okay. But it says, we're all the denizens of earth and heaven to unravel this shining illusion, this darksome riddle. So it's a riddle. Until the day when the trumpet soundeth, yet would they fail to comprehend even a letter thereof. So I guess, with all of my reading here, Baha'u'llah is telling us, you're never going to you're never going to understand all of this. Yet would they fail to comprehend even a letter thereof, for this is the station of God's immutable decree, his foreordained mystery. Somehow, I feel like maybe if I'd paid a little more attention in my reading, I wouldn't have gone and tried to find. It's saying you're not going to be able to understand all of this anyway. So, okay, this is a bottomless sea, which none shall ever fathom. And they asked again, and he answered, it is the blackest of night through which none can find his way. So, okay, you're never going to get through all of this. I find great comfort in that. I thought I was going to ask you a question. I guess I would. I guess I did.
I think you answered your own question.
Yeah, well, no, but how will I answer the question? The question was, but yeah, okay, yeah, you're not going to get through all of this anyway. You're not going to understand all of this anyway.
Whoso knoweth this secret will assuredly hide it. And were he to reveal but its faintest trace, they would nail him to the cross. Yet, by the living God, were there any true seeker, I would divulge it to him, for they have said, love is a light that never dwelleth in a heart possessed by fear. Verily, the wayfarer who journeyeth unto God, unto the crimson pillar in the snow white path, will never reach unto his heavenly goal unless he abandoneth all that men possess. And if he feareth not God, God will make him to fear all things, whereas all things fear him who feareth God. Speak in the Persian tongue, though the Arab please thee more. A lover hath many a tongue, and his at his command. How sweet is this couplet which revealeth such a truth. See,
Oh my goodness.
our hearts our hearts come up open like shells when he raineth his grace like pearls, and our lives are ready targets when agony's arrows he hurls.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there because I still remember reading this little couplet here. First of all, again, the poetry here is absolutely beautiful, but I mean, looking to the deeper meaning therein, I'm going to show a little bit. I meant to look this up. Pearls come from what? Oysters, right? Or clams? Which one?
Oysters.
Oysters. Okay. I was going to look it up, but I just couldn't remember. Look what this is saying. How sweet is this couplet which revealeth such a truth? Okay, but I guess we need to say, and if he feareth not God, God will make him to fear
All things.
all things, whereas all things fear him who feareth
Feareth
God.
God.
And then he says, speak in the Persian tongue, though the Arab please thee more, a lover hath many a tongue at his command. How sweet is this couplet which reveals such truth? And here's that couplet. See, our hearts come open like shells when he raineth grace like pearls. And our lives are ready targets when agony's arrows he hurls. I'm looking at that first line. Our hearts come open like shells when he raineth grace like pearls. And the first thing that hit me was, oh, wait a minute. Doesn't the pearl come from the shell? But this is saying to me, in this case, no. Now, whatever you can make on your own, maybe you can, if you were an oyster, you might be able to create that, a pearl on your own. But this is saying our hearts come open like shells when he, God, reigneth grace like pearls. In other words, to me, again, this is just, maybe I'm thinking, reading too much into this. Anything we do, anything we could do, anything we could create pales in comparison. It says, how sweet is this couplet which revealeth such a truth. See, our hearts come open like shells when he reigneth grace like pearls, and our lives are ready targets when agony's arrows he hurls. So it's like, you know, whatever comes from God, willing to accept, willing to accept, willing to accept. That is, to me, a much higher level of, I guess, obedience and love for God than I would dare say most people. Maybe that's that level is difficult to achieve. Maybe.
So I think you have to think about what creates a pearl in an oyster. What creates a pearl in an oyster is irritation. That irritation is these agony's arrows that he hurls.
Sorry, I'm laughing, but go ahead. I just had a thought that I
This
will
is-
not share. I was just thinking if irritation creates pearls, I ought to have a pile of them over here, but go ahead. Go ahead.
okay. And were it not contrary to the law of the book, I would verily bequeath a part of my possessions to the one who would put me to death, and I would name him my heir. Yea, I would bestow upon him a portion would render him thanks, would seek to refresh mine eyes with the touch of his hand. But what can I do? I have no possessions, no power, and this is what God hath ordained.
Mm.
Methinks at this moment I catch the fragrance of his garment, blowing from the Egypt of Baha. Verily, he seemeth near at hand, though men may think him far away. My soul doth smell the perfume shed by the beloved one. My senses filled with the fragrance of my dear companion.
I'm going to stop you there again, Daryl. There's a footnote there.
Yes.
Yeah, several. Methinks at this moment I catch the fragrance of his garment. That's a footnote 39. Blowing from the Egypt of Baha, footnote 40. Verily he seemeth near at hand, though men may think him far away, footnote 41. And I'm looking at those footnotes, and it says, this was revealed before the declaration of Baha'u'llah,
That's right.
before he declared that he was
His
the
mission.
manifestation of God.
That's
That's right,
right.
declared his mission. And it says, this was revealed before the declaration of Baha'u'llah. The lines following refer to the imminence of his manifestation. And so the last three footnotes say literally the garment of Ha, H-A, which is the letter H, and here represents Baha. Okay. But then it says, footnote 40, which is, okay, I catch the fragrance of his garment, 39, blowing from the Egypt of Baha. And this says, this is a reference in the story, to the story of Joseph. Now, if you grew up in the Christian tradition, you know something about Joseph. You heard about Joseph and Joseph's cloak and so forth. But this is from the Quran, showing, a connection. This reference is to the story of Joseph in the Quran and the Bible. And it says, footnote 41, he seemeth near at hand, though men may think him far away. This refers to those who did not expect the imminent advent of him whom God shall make manifest. And who
That's a great deal of the world. That's a huge portion of the world.
but who is him whom God shall make manifest?
This is Baha'u'llah.
And who referred to him that way? The Bab.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before Baha'u'llah declared his mission, the Bab, just like the easiest reference for anyone of the Christian tradition to understand is just like Jesus had a herald in John the Baptist, Baha'u'llah had a herald in the Bab.
That's
And
right.
the Bab referred to Baha'u'llah before he declared his mission as him whom God shall make manifest. Phew. I took the scenic route to make the point.
I see. The duty of long years of love, obey, and tell the tale of happy days gone by. That land and sky may laugh aloud today, and it may gladden mind and heart and eye.
Hmm.
This is the realm of full awareness, of utter self effacement. Even love is no pathway to this region, and longing hath no dwelling here. Wherefore it is said, love is a veil betwixt the lover and the beloved. Love is a veil betwixt the lover and the beloved. Here love becometh an obstruction and a barrier, and all else save him is but a curtain.
Hmm.
The wise Sinai hath written, never the covetous heart shall come to the stealer of hearts. Never the shrouded soul unite with beauty's rose. For this is the realm of absolute command, and is free of all the attributes of earth.
Okay. The realm of absolute command and is free of all the attributes.
Absolute
Okay.
command here is capitalized as
Yes.
well.
Mhm.
So this is of God, God's
Yes.
command.
Yes. And is free of all the attributes of earth. Oh, you want me to say something else?
Well, I was
No,
expecting you to.
it's just that. Okay, again, I love poetry first and foremost. So all of this, even so much of it that I don't really truly totally understand. I love the beauty of it. I mean, the duty of long years of love obey and tell the tale of happy days gone by. The land and sky may laugh aloud today, and it may gladden mind and heart and
And
eye.
yes.
I mean, that's so beautiful. And then further down, never the covetous heart shall come to the stealer of hearts. Never the shrouded soul unite with beauty's rose. I mean, it's just again, even with the wording, I guess, it's just such beautiful wording
So
that
poetic.
yeah,
Yes.
you could study it and study it and study it and probably see even more into it for those that have the deeper intellect to be able to do so. I see you picked up your. I guess you want to do a song now.
Yeah, man.
This song I think we did a little while back. A little while back. It's called Choice Wine. And basically, it's based on the fact that Baha'u'llah points out that this revelation is the choice wine, the good stuff, if you will, the choice wine for this day. Bishara, Taraza, Tazalia, Ishrika, Kalimati, Vedosie, Kalimati, Vedosie, Bishara, Taraza, Tazalia, Ishrika, Kalimati, Vedosie, Kalimati, Vedosie, glad tidings, ornaments, effulgences and splendors, holy words of paradise, holy words of paradise, words revealed by my Lord, gift of life through my Lord, hidden words now revealed, choice wine now unsealed by my Lord, now unsealed by my Lord, now unsealed by my Lord, now unsealed by my Lord. In the writings of Baha'u'llah, it is written, the seal of the choice wine of his revelation hath in this day, and in his name the self-sufficing, been broken. Its grace is being poured out upon men. Fill thy cup and drink in his name, the most holy, the all praised. Bisharat, Tarazat, Tajalia, Ishrakat, Kalimati, Verdosie, Kalimati, Verdosie. Words revealed by my Lord, Word of God through my Lord, hidden words now revealed, choice wine now unsealed by my Lord, 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 now unsealed by my Lord. Choice wine. Sometimes I get the question, okay, Bisharat, Tarazat, Tajaliat, Ishrakat, or in Kalamanti Fedasiye. We actually tell you in the song, Bisharat is glad tidings, Tarazat, and these are titles of various tablets of that Baha'u'llah wrote and revealed. Bisharat, glad tidings, Tarazat is ornaments, Tajaliat is effulgences, Ishrakat is splendors, and Kalamati Fedasiye, words of paradise. So there you go. One time I had someone ask me if that was Latin. It's not. It's Persian. Okay. And I guess we could continue a little while.
Yep.
Okay.
Squeeze another paragraph in here.
Where were we?
The exalted dwellers.
Where is this? Oh, the exalted dwellers. Okay. I'm going to start in that line before this. For this is the realm of, that's right, absolute command, the realm of God, and is free of all the attributes of earth. The exalted dwellers in this mansion. Again, I can't help reading these things and not thinking, having grown up Christian in Christian tradition, can't help making those connections
to the Bible.
Yeah, exactly. In my Father's house, there are many mansions. Yes. For this is the realm of absolute command and is free of all the attributes of earth. The exalted dwellers in this mansion do wield divine authority in the court of rapture with utter gladness, and they do bear a kingly scepter. On the high seats of justice, they issue their commands and they send down gifts according to each man's deserving. Those who drink of this cup abide in the high bowers of splendor, above the throne of the Ancient of Days, and they sit in the empyrean of might within the lofty pavilion. And here's a quote, and this quote is coming from the Quran. Not shall they know of sun or piercing cold. Okay, they're so far above this physical existence, they know nothing of the sun or piercing cold. Not, N-A-U-G-H-T, not shall they know of sun or piercing cold. Herein, the high heavens are in no conflict with the lowly earth, nor do they seek to excel it. For this is the land of mercy, not the realm of distinction. Albeit at every moment these souls appear in a new office, yet their condition is ever the same. Wherefore of this realm it is written, no work withholdeth him, being capitalized him, no work withholdeth him from another. And of another state it is said, every day doth some new work employ him, once again capitalized. This is the food whose savor changeth not, whose color altereth not. What do you think that means? The food whose savor changeth not, whose color altereth not. It almost sounds like this stuff doesn't spoil.
Right.
Yeah, it doesn't spoil. This is the food whose savor changeth not, whose color altereth not. If thou eatest thereof, thou shalt verily chant this verse. I turn my face to him who hath created the heavens and the earth. I am not one of those who add gods to God. Wow. I turn my face to him who hath created the heavens and the earth. I am not one of those who add gods to God.
Please.
Gods, not capitalized, God, capitalized.
Please don't salt my plate.
Don't add anything to it. And thus did we show Abraham the kingdom of the heavens and of the earth, that he might be established in knowledge. Again from the Quran. Wherefore, put thy hand in thy bosom, then stretch it forth with power, and behold, thou shalt find it a light unto all the world. And I think that is a good place to stop. I was kind of thinking the same
For
way.
sure.
Wherefore, put thy hand into thy bosom, then stretch it forth with power, and behold, thou shalt find it a light unto all the world. I'm resisting the urge to want to continue. That is a good place to stop. I totally agree. Huh. So what have we learned today? No. At this time, as always, we like to have a point where anyone who would like to offer up a prayer or a reading or even a song of your choosing, this is that time. We always like to start with our Andy Murphy moment. And Andy, do you have anything to share with us today?
Yes, I have.
Okay, he's unmuting himself. So whenever you're ready, please, Andy.
Oops. Oop. Just a second here.
Oops.
We can hear you.
All right. Oh God, my heart's desire. 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 Is there any remover of difficulties? Save God. Say, praise be God. He is God. All are his servants, and all abide by his bidding. Say, God sufficeth all things above all. nothing in the heavens or the earth, but God suffices. Verily, He is in Himself the knower, sustainer, the omnipotent.
Thank you, Andy.
You're welcome.
Some of our favorites put into a medley. Thank you. Is there anyone else who would like to share?
Sure, give me a second.
Please, Jerry.
Praise be to thee, O Lord my God. I implore thee by thy name that hast caused to surge within every drop the oceans of thy loving kindness and mercy, and to shine with every atom the luminaries of thy bountiful blessings and favors. I implore thee to adorn every soul with the ornament of thy love, that none may remain on thine earth who hath not turned towards thee, or hath failed to detach himself from all except thyself. Thou hast verily, O my God, suffered him who is the manifestation of thine own self to be afflicted with all manner of adversity, in order that thy servants may ascend unto the pinnacle of thy gracious favor, and attain unto that which thou hast through thy providence and tender mercies ordained for them in the tablets of thine irrevocable decree. The glory of thy might beareth me witness, were they every moment of their lives to offer up themselves as a sacrifice in thy path, they would have still done but little in comparison with the manifold bestowals vouchsafed unto them by thee. Grant, therefore, I beseech thee, that their hearts may be inclined towards thee, and that their faces may be turned in the direction of thy good pleasure. Powerful art thou, thou wast. No God is there but thee, the inaccessible, the glorious, the ever forgiving. Deign then to accept, O my God, from thy servant the things which he hath shown forth in his love for thee. Fortify him then, that he may cling to thy most exalted word, and to unloose his tongue to celebrate thy praise, and cause him to be gathered unto such of thy people as are nigh unto thee. Thou art he who, within whose grasp is the empire of all things. There is none other God but thee, the Almighty, the open pearl, the glorious and unconstrained. And some prayers and meditations.
Thank you very much, Terry. Is there anyone else who would like to share? Well,
Okay.
then, okay. Moving on to the next, I don't know, next segment, shall we say, our final segment. We always like to remind people every Sunday that we do our program, that this is not just us doing this, we get support from other people. We get support from you, so we can include you in that statement. But it's different people from different communities helping to bring this together. And so it's not just us, and we are very appreciative.
It is a collaborative effort for sure.
That's a better word. Collaborative effort, yes. A collaborative effort. Yeah, from Jeremiah to Mike and Sally and Daryl and me and
And
other people. Yeah, and other people.
Nevada.
Yes, absolutely. Nevada. I wonder where she is today. Yes. Oh, okay, okay. Okay. And Mike always, he and Sally always prepare a wonderful breakfast. And
And if
actually,
you'd
it's
like
more
to
of a brunch, because it's after we do the program. So for those of you that are local, that feel like I can't get out at 10 o'clock, it's too early, I haven't eaten yet. Well, you can get here at 10 and still get something to eat afterwards. And it's 100% free. That shouldn't be your main motivation, but it's not a bad reason to come out. Get a little physical food, nourishment.
and,
Yes. And we get to kind of, yeah, we have sort of I guess you could call it a deepening, some consultation
yes.
on a variety of topics. And sometimes it always gets very involved. It's not just people sitting around eating and socializing. And it's always very, very enjoyable. And I look at that, especially considering the things we end up talking about. I look at that as just as
Right.
important. That part of it's just as important as what we're doing here for those people who choose to come and share this space with us. And if you are someone who is interested in, again, getting more information on the Baha'i faith or more easy access to the various, writings and so forth, to the content. There are some definitive websites that you can go to that
And they are
yes, trusted websites.
www.baha'i.us, www.baha'i.org, www.bahaiteachings.org. And if you happen to be in this area, or you don't have to be in this area, you can always go to the Clearwater Baha'i website at www.baha'is, www.clearwaterbaha'is.org.
That's right. And
And so, it occurred to me last week that we never tell people how to get to us on Facebook or on Zoom. So if you want to get to us on Zoom, you can go to the Clearwater Baha'i website. And if you click on, I believe it's the Devotions tab,
Mhm.
you will find a link to this program.
Yes.
On Facebook,
It's just, hey, you can come to my page and we're doing
and your page is
yes, Anthony Ballard. It's just Anthony Ballard on Facebook.
Anthony Ballard. I
Yeah.
wasn't sure whether it was Tony Ballard or Anthony Ballard.
I was wondering.
So,
Like, how long have we known each other now?
a long time. So, but we never tell people that. So.
And that is true. That is true. And I'm looking, we're close enough to the phone. I see Malek is joining us today. Hi, Malek. How you doing? And Pam is joining us. And my cousin, John, who is always with us. Hey, John, how you doing, cuz? And Brenda Scott is there. And some names have already scrolled up. So
Good morning, all you
But we're
folks.
so glad you're joining us. And if you didn't join us at the time that we did this, but you happen to stream this at a later time, we're just glad that you're finding value in it. So, yes, thank you so much. And thank you, everyone who chose to join us here in the room today. And it's still early, Daryl. It is still early.
It's early enough for me to say that if you happen to be one of those people on the planet who is loved, you are extremely blessed. And the best thing you can do to improve your world is to share that love. And I ask everyone, I beg everyone, if you want to improve not just your world, but the world of everyone around you, share the love. Thank you for joining us. Allah Akbar.
Please, please share the love. I beg of you, share the love. I'm going to turn that down just a bit because I turned it back up for Andy. Turn it down a bit. It is incumbent on every man in this day to hold fast under whatsoever will promote the interest and exalt the station of all nations and just governments, through each and every one of the verses which the pen of the Most High hath revealed. The doors of love and unity have been unlocked and flung open to the face of men. We have erewhile declared, and our word is the truth, consort with the followers of all religions in a spirit of friendliness and fellowship. Let your vision be world embracing. Let your vision be world embracing. Let your vision be world embracing. Let it be world embracing. O people of justice, be as brilliant as the light and and as splendid as the fire that blazed in the burning bush. The brightness of the fire of your love will no doubt fuse and unify the contending peoples and kindreds of the earth, whilst the fierceness of the flame of enmity and hatred cannot but result in strife and ruin. We beseech God that he may shield his creatures from the evil designs of his enemies. He verily hath power over all things. Let your vision be world embracing. Let your vision be world embracing. Let your vision be world embracing. Let it be world embracing. Watch over yourselves, for the evil one is lying in wait, ready to entrap you. Gird yourselves against his wicked devices, and led by the light of the name of the all-seeing God, make your escape from the darkness that surroundeth you. Let your vision be world embracing rather than confined to your own self. These are the words of Baha'u'llah. Be world embracing. Let your vision be world embracing. Let your vision be world embracing. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be world embracing. Let it be world embracing. Have a good week, folks. Share the love. See you next week. Take care.
Allow
Allah.
Thank you all for joining us.
Yes.
Allah, Allah.
Yes, yes, yes.